Bueno, hola, yo soy Marcia Alarcón, soy miembro del Consejo de Loop, que es una organización que tiene otros miembros del Consejo que están en África y en Asia. Yo soy el enlace en Latinoamérica. Alex es nuestra directora que va a estar presentándoles cuál es el trabajo que venimos haciendo y cuáles son los usos que tiene nuestra plataforma. So, Alex, you can go.
Okay, thank you, Marcia. So basically, Loop is a global digital independent feedback mechanism where people can feedback about the great services that they've received, questions, suggestions, thanks, but also complaints or reports of abuse, which will be managed offline. Oops. Now, there we go. So there are some of the principles underlying Loop is that the idea is that anybody from anywhere can feedback on what's important to them at any time on a device that they already have access to, whether they've been asked to or not. So it's really about democratizing feedback. You can feedback through Loop through the website at the moment, so on any phone or internet access. In the future, by mid next year, we'll also have the ability to text message feedback and to hear replies to your feedback through a text-enabled system, as well as free messenger services such as Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and we'll also be looking at interactive voice technology and USSD, so for really remote contacts. We're trying to reduce all barriers that there are and encourage and enable greater feedback mechanisms. So it's free for community members to use. We'll be looking at covering costs for translation and also text messaging where that's needed. It's easy to use and we'll build into the design the ability to be reminded or to be notified if someone replies to your feedback or comment, or to be notified if somebody tags in the organization that you're working for example. The whole platform with all feedback from all around the world will be in English, Spanish, Arabic and French, and then local feedback will be in those local languages. You can be anonymous. Feedback can be anonymous. You can choose what you choose to share on the site, and therefore, due to all of these different elements, it's adaptable for the social, cultural and technological preferences and habits of different countries, different locations and different populations. You can see here, this is an example of a communication thread. It's very similar to other social media that you will have used, where you can see the person's name or the date that they shared it, how many people have seen it, whether it's been liked or upvoted. You can reply directly within this thread and you can see who else, the conversation as it evolves. You can also, all of the feedback and everything is tagged so when it comes in, and you can filter based on the organization, the location, the demographics of the people feeding back, or the thematics, so WASH, health, shelter, etc. And then this will give you an idea of the top line types of conversation happening around your specific area of interest, and then you can change that based on the demographics. So you could say, to disabled people, are they saying similar things to older people or to women, etc. So that's the end of the whistle-stop tour of Loop. We're designing it in partnership with anybody who's interested, thinks that this will add value to their work, and we are wanting to make feedback and learning from local populations and their experiences as accessible as possible to improve humanitarian and development services.